Buffalo fans are extremely excited to be back on New Era Field for the first time since last season, although it's not the end of the playoff drought that people are talking about the most.
Wearing a helmet is a no-brainer, but a new study shows you may need to do a little bit more to keep you safe on the road.
Behind me are a bunch of anxious Buffalo Sabres fans here to watch the draft party.
I'm standing on top of the MATV MRAP with the New York National Guard at the Buffalo Italian Festival. Machines like the Mamaru here help soothe babies, but there's nothing better than the human touch. A 23-year-old man was arraigned this morning after allegedly shaking and beating his girlfriend's 2-year-old child. Officials for the Diocese of Buffalo interviewed the third alleged victim this morning. We reached out to them and they wouldn't comment on the nature of the interview. Even though it's still early in the year, fans are usually hoping for a Christmas miracle, that is, getting into the playoffs. The sun is shining and kids are out riding bikes. Most kids know the proper way to stay safe while pedaling about.
Wear a helmet so your head doesn't get a boo-boo.
Wearing a helmet is a no-brainer, but a new study shows you may need to do a little bit more to keep you safe on the road. According to Nationwide Children's Hospital, a majority of bike accidents involving vehicles happen to children under the age of 19. And it's not just head injuries causing frequent hospital visits.
Bike safety starts with wearing helmets, but it also extends to wearing the proper fitting clothing, putting something sensible on your feet, having the right size bike so that it's not too big for the child and is sized appropriately.
Executive Director of Go Bike Buffalo, Justin Booth, says the key to safety is becoming a more bike-friendly city.
As we start looking at infrastructure and making sure that roads are safe for people to bicycle, it's important to make sure that we, particularly at locations where there's school and younger kids, that we make sure those facilities are protected from vehicle traffic, separated from vehicle traffic, and consistent so they don't just start and stop at certain locations.
Along with working to make Buffalo safer for riders, Go Bike Buffalo is one of many organizations that teach children how to stay safe on the roads and stay out of the hospital. Reporting from Buffalo, Chelsea Barron, Spectrum News.
Yes, and life gets better, sweetheart.
The Cuddlers program at Mercy Hospital began 5 years ago after a rise in the opioid epidemic. Babies dealing with withdrawal stay in the hospital anywhere from 5 days to...
Longest we've had was 2 months.
Oftentimes, babies are required to be put on medicine in order to handle their withdrawals. That medicine, morphine.
How do you think you would feel if you were going through a withdrawal right now? How would you tolerate it? This is what your baby's going through.
Machines like the Mamaru here help soothe babies, but there's nothing better than the human touch. Cuddlers aren't only needed for babies suffering from withdrawal. They benefit parents who live out of town or those who gave birth prematurely. That's the case for these two twins who were born before their due date.
There are a lot of babies that need to be held, that the parents aren't available.
And the cuddling doesn't only benefit the baby. It helps those who volunteer find a deeper meaning to life.
They've taught me how necessary it is to share love.
It's almost like coming full circle in Sister Marilyn's life. As a child, she used to love to babysit. Now she feels that.
This really fills a void for me.
If you are interested in becoming a cuddler, there is an extensive process you must complete.
We look for volunteers to come in and volunteer from 3 to 6 months in our hospitals to prove, reliability and responsibility.
Visit chsbuffalo.org/volunteer to register.
I don't know, I think yours looks tinier.
In Buffalo, Chelsea Barron, Spectrum News.